Another beautiful blue sky and perfect skiing weather in the middle of the week. But it's not just any week, it's a holiday week. What day is it? It's hard to keep track of the days. Okay, it's Thursday, and thank goodness there are other days of the week besides Friday, because last Friday we hit 55 degrees and we had a half-inch of rain. This Friday we're gonna hit 45 degrees and get a quarter-inch of rain and snow. I'd say from Sugarloaf points north into southeastern Canada, this warm rain that comes in on Thursday night and Friday is actually mostly snow and freezing rain. And it happens pretty quickly. There actually may be a little break in the action Friday afternoon. Saturday morning, briefly, we may have soft snow surfaces in much of the east. However, there's always a however. An Arctic front is going to come in and it's going to get a lot colder and windy by late Saturday. Fortunately, the wind is going to let up and Sunday looks really nice. Temperature's going to start off near zero though, getting up into the teens and 20s. It's a high pressure system that makes the air sink. It's heavy, cold, high pressure. And the difference between this Friday and last Friday, this high pressure system is moving off of Canada instead of the mid-Atlantic states. When high pressure goes off to your northeast, you get something called cold air damming. And that results in freezing rain and more of an east wind than a south wind. The cold high pressure system that's coming in on Sunday for New Year's Eve day, that one's going to go off to our south. So even though we're in a colder air mass, New Year's Eve from I-90, Boston to Albany, New York, points south, looks cold and wet. New Year's Eve from, say, Whiteface to Sunday River points north, looks white at this point. So we may have a new coating of snow in far northern eastern areas for our New Year's Eve day. That will be followed by a big blast of cold air coming down more toward the Mississippi River Valley. There'll be another storm running up the coast next week, and we may break the streak of Friday rain. But for now, just recall what we said last week. We're born from ice. A little overdressed, although it was 10 below zero this morning in the Northeast Kingdom. What a beautiful day at Jay and everywhere today. As for the weekend, you know the drill. Just be prepared for anything. We'll see you on the slopes. Okay, so we still have the long shadows, but the days are getting longer and we're not going to have darkness on the last ski lift ride much more. Sun's still coming up later, but it's going down later. Rex, come help with the weather forecast discussion. Okay, we're going to do it in the sand here, talking about the high pressure system. Air around the high pressure system goes clockwise. So when the high goes off to your north, you get more of an east wind and the cold air is heavy, so it dams up, and it's called cold air damming there on the coast of Maine. That's where we are. You can get some ice, and in northern Maine and Ontario and Quebec and New Brunswick, we should stay snow. But the problem is lately the storm track is going like this off to our west, and they flow around the low pressure system is counterclockwise, so that brings warmer air up. So we're better off when at least these cold high pressure systems move off to our east than when they go off to our south, because when they go off to our south, like last Friday, the air comes right in from the south. But either way, after the lows go by, there's a lot of cold air up in Canada. And I know it hasn't worked out so far. We had 110 inches of snow in October and November on Mount Washington. And so far this season, we've only had 2 feet this December. So the pendulum's going to swing again. It's just a matter of when. Right now, no big storms in sight. Get him, Rex. Go get a low pressure system with a lot of snow. Come on, let's get it.